Dear students, welcome to 11th class biobotany. So we were discussing about bacteria in the last class. Today we are going to study about gram staining method or gram staining procedure. So what it is? What is mean by gram staining? Gram staining method, it is a differential staining. Based on gram staining, we can classify bacteria into two classes, gram positive bacteria and gram negative bacteria. Gram positive bacteria and gram negative bacteria. Okay, this gram staining method, which was developed by the Danish scientist Christian Gram, that's why it is known as gram staining. So it is a differential staining method. We can differentiate, we can classify bacteria into two classes. Okay, gram positive and gram negative. In this gram staining method, we have used one stain. That name stain is called crystal violet. Okay, and this stain crystal violet will be what we can it will be taken by some bacteria and they appear like a dark violet color. Those bacteria, they are called gram positive bacteria. So what it means, gram positive bacteria, the crystal violet which retain by bacteria, those bacteria, they are called gram positive bacteria and they appear dark violet. Okay, so gram positive bacteria, they retain this stain gram crystal violet stain on their cell wall, so they appear like dark violet. But some bacteria, they lose this stain crystal violet and they are counter stained with another stain that is called safranin, and the safranin which has a red color. So gram negative bacteria, they appear like red color. Okay, so in this gram staining method, if bacteria they retain crystal violet stain, they appear like dark violet. If some bacteria they lose the crystal violet and they take safranin, they are counter stained with safranin and they appear like a red color. Okay, so you can see two different types of bacteria. Bacteria with a dark violet color and bacteria with a red color. So bacteria with a dark violet color is called gram positive and bacteria which are in the red color, they are called gram negative. So if you do gram staining method, you can see two different types of bacteria under microscope. So what is the procedure of gram staining method? So let's discuss the procedure of gram staining method. So let's discuss the procedure of gram staining method. So what is the first step? First step, prepare a smear of bacterial culture. So you have sample of bacteria and you have taken a slide and on it you smear the bacterial sample. Okay, so prepare a smear of bacterial culture is the first step. Then next step, stain with crystal violet for 30 seconds. Then on this slide you add some crystal violet stain and keep it for around 30 seconds. Okay, that is the second step. And third step, rinse in distilled water for 2 seconds. So you rinse this slide with a stained bacteria with the distilled water for 2 seconds. Then go for next step. Next step, gram iodine for 1 minute and add little amount of gram iodine on this slide for 1 minute. Then later wash, rinse in distilled water. Then again after putting gram after adding gram iodine, then wash with the rinse water again for. Then next step, wash in 95% ethanol or acetone for acetone to 10 to 30 seconds. Then after washing with after rinse with the distilled water, then go for ethanol, 95% ethanol wash. Okay, so it is around 10 to for around 10 to 30 seconds you wash with the 95% ethanol or acetone. Then go for next step. Rinse in distilled water. Again, you rinse this slide bacterial sample with distilled water. Then next step, saffroning for 30 to 60 seconds. I told about saffron stain. It is a counter stain. Okay, so it is look like a red color. Then add some saffroning around on this slide for 30 to 60 seconds. Then next go for next step, rinse in distilled water and blot it. Okay, and take this slide and wash it, rinse with again distilled water and keep it for drying. Then last one, observe under microscope. Then you observe under microscope, then you can see two types of bacteria. I told gram positive bacteria and gram negative bacteria. Gram positive bacteria, they retain the crystal violet stain, and gram negative bacteria, they lose crystal violet stain but they take saffron stain, so they appear like red color. Gram positive bacteria appear like dark violet color. Okay, so we can see two classes of bacteria, gram positive bacteria and gram negative bacteria, by gram staining procedure. So why they appear like dark violet or uh, red color? What is the difference on their structure? Is there any difference? Let's study the structure of gram positive bacteria and the differences between gram positive bacteria and gram negative bacteria. We have done gram staining method, and we have got two types of bacteria, two classes of bacteria, gram positive bacteria and gram negative bacteria. Gram positive bacteria, which look like dark violet color, and gram negative bacteria, they look like a red color. So why we got two different bacteria by gram staining method, and what is the reason behind it? Because the reason or answer is, we have gotten two types of bacteria. The answer is the cell wall difference of gram positive bacteria and gram negative bacteria. That means the gram positive bacteria and gram negative bacteria cell wall is different. Gram positive bacteria cell wall is thick and gram negative bacteria cell wall is thin. Okay, and the gram positive bacteria contain teichoic acid. Cell wall contain teichoic acid or teichoronic acid. Both are present on the gram positive bacterial cell wall, and gram negative bacteria, they do not have teichoic acid and their cell wall is thin. Okay, so because of this difference, gram positive bacterial cell wall retain crystal violet stain and they appear like dark violet color. But gram negative bacteria, they have less peptidoglycan compared to uh, gram positive bacteria, and their cell wall is thin, and they do not have teichoic acid, so they lose crystal violet and they take counter stain saffron, which is in red color, so they appear like red color. Okay, so let's discuss what is the difference between gram positive and gram negative bacterial cell wall in very detail. First of all, gram positive bacteria, their cell wall is single layered, and gram negative bacterial cell wall, which is multi-layered. Okay, and which is thickness is around 0.015 micrometer to 0.02 micrometer. Here in gram positive bacteria, it is around 0.075 micrometer to 0.012 micrometer. Okay, and the rigidity compared to rigidity of both bacterial cell wall, the rigidity of gram positive bacterial cell wall is very thick. Gram positive bacterial cell wall is very thick and very highly rigid, because you may have seen that picture, the picture of gram positive bacterial cell wall and gram negative bacterial cell wall. If you observe, you can see that uh, peptidoglycan, more abundant peptidoglycan components are present gram positive bacterial cell wall. So rigidity is due to peptidoglycan. So gram positive bacterial cell wall is thick and rigid because of peptidoglycan. But gram negative bacterial cell wall, which is elastic, which has less amount of peptidoglycan and more amount of lipoprotein and polysaccharide mixture. Okay, so gram positive bacteria, I told you they are single layered. Gram negative bacteria, they have a multi-layered cell wall, because their cell wall, gram negative bacterial cell wall, is divided into three components. They have a lipoprotein, lipopolysaccharides, and outer membrane. You might have seen that picture. Okay, so let's look and identify what is our outer membrane and lipoprotein and the lipopolysaccharides present in gram negative bacterial cell wall. Then chemical composition of this bacterial cell wall. Peptidoglycan is 80%. That is the reason they take crystal violet and the cell wall is thick. So 80% of bacterial cell wall is made up of peptidoglycan and 20% is made up of polysaccharides, and teichoic acid also present on the bacteria gram positive bacterial cell wall. But in case of gram negative bacteria, peptidoglycan amount is very less, around 3 to 12 percentage only. That's why they lose the crystal violet state. Then lipoprotein, more amount of lipoprotein polysaccharide mixture found on the gram negative bacterial cell wall, and teichoic acid is absent. So that also you have to keep in mind. Teichoic acid present in gram positive bacteria, teichoic acid absent in gram negative bacteria. Okay. Then next difference. The next difference between gram positive bacteria and gram negative bacteria, outer membrane. We have studied the structure of both bacteria cell wall. We have discussed gram negative bacteria, they have outer membrane. Gram positive bacteria, outer membrane is absent. So outer membrane is absent in gram positive bacteria, and in gram negative bacteria outer membrane is present. Then periplasmic space. Periplasmic space absent in gram positive bacteria and it is present in gram negative bacteria. Then next difference, susceptibility to penicillin. What is penicillin? Penicillin, it is an antibiotic. These chemicals can kill bacteria, so they are called antibiotics. Okay, so penicillin is highly efficient. It is effective only on gram positive bacteria. It is not effective on gram negative bacteria. That means gram positive bacteria, penicillin on gram positive bacteria, susceptibility to penicillin is highly susceptible. Okay, so penicillin can kill gram positive bacteria, but in gram negative bacteria the susceptibility of penicillin is very low, because this penicillin which is effective against gram positive bacteria, they do not have lipopolysaccharides and other components of the cell wall like present in gram negative bacteria. So we studied gram negative bacterial cell wall. They have lipoprotein component, lipopolysaccharides components. Okay, so which cover the bacterial cell wall. So that's why penicillin is not effective against gram negative bacteria. What is the reason? Negative bacteria, gram negative bacteria, they have lipopolysaccharides. So it protect from penicillin. But in case of gram positive bacteria, they do not have these lipopolysaccharides. So what happens? Penicillin, which can kill gram positive bacteria. Okay. The next difference between gram positive and gram negative bacteria, nutritional requirements in gram positive bacteria, which is relatively complex, and gram negative bacteria relatively simple. And flagella which helps in locomotion. In gram positive bacteria, flagella contain 2 basal body rings, but in gram negative bacteria, flagella contain 4 basal body rings. And lipid and lipoproteins, they are very low in gram positive bacteria, and that is very high in gram negative bacteria. And lipopolysaccharide, we have discussed about lipopolysaccharide, which is absent in gram positive bacteria and which is present in gram negative bacteria. So these are the differences between gram positive bacteria and gram negative bacteria.